Now, you can stop the hydroxyl radical by finding a food that is rich in scavenging or binding it up or stopping those chain reactions to occur. But the smarter way would be to prevent it from even forming. And the way you do that is you find who is the mother, who produces this nasty thing. And that happens to be the superoxide free radical. And we call it the mother-free radical in science. It's a nasty little mama producing the hydroxyl radical. Okay? Now, if we could stop it, that could have